Good afternoon, everyone. So, welcome to mathematics class. We are now on week 5 of school year 2021 to 2022, division of Taguig City and Pateros. So, sa mga hindi pa nakakapag-subscribe and like, kindly hit subscribe button. Okay? So, our topic for today is about addition and subtraction of fraction and mixed numbers with or without regrouping. So at the end of this video, you're expected to add fractions and mixed numbers without regrouping, add fractions and mixed numbers with regrouping, and subtract fractions and mixed numbers without regrouping and subtract fractions and mixed numbers with regrouping. Okay? So let's have first definition of terms. So first one, we have fraction. Fraction represents a part of a whole. Ano ba itsura ng fraction? So we have the parts of fraction. So this is it. This is what we call the proper fraction. So yung nasa taas, that's what we call numerator. And then yung nasa baba naman, that's what we call as the denominator. Okay, para aware tayo, ano ba yung nasa taas, ano ba yung nasa baba. So these are the parts of a fraction. And then we have what we call mixed fraction. A mixed fraction is formed by combining a whole number and a fraction. Okay? So, to meron siyang, ibig sabihin 3 number siya, meron siyang whole number, ito yon, at meron siyang fraction with numerator and denominator. Okay? And then last, we have what we call improper fraction. Improper fraction in which the numerator is greater than or equal to the denominator. So ito naman yung mga numbers na ganito. Ibig sabihin, napansin natin na mas mataas yung numerator kesa denominator. Kasi pag proper, ito lang siya. Mas mataas yung nasa baba. Pero pag improper naman, it means mas malaki yung nasa taas, yung numerator natin compared sa denominator, or they are equal. Okay? So let's move on to our what will I do? So we have 3 activities for today. So we have what will be the result if 5 over 8 is added to 2 and 1/4. Activity number 2, the sum of 8 over 9 and 7 3/4 is. And number 3, subtract 5 over 7 from 3 over 3 and 7, 8. Okay, let's answer first the first one. Ito, sa activity 1 muna tayo. Ayan. What will be the result if 5, 8 is added to 2 and 1/4? Ayan. So the first thing we need to do the class is get their least common denominator. So paano nga ba natin kinukuha yon? We have 2 methods. We have the listing method and we have the continuous division. So last week, we discussed about this, finding the LCM of a number. So parehas lang siya, least common denominator lang tawag dito. We have the listing method. Since yung number natin is 8 and 4 yung ating denominator, we cannot add unless parehas yung kanilang denominator. So kailangan natin gawing parehas. That's why we need to find the least common denominator of that 2 fraction. So we have 8 and 4. So we will skip counting 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. The other one is 4, 8, 12, 16. So ang unang magparehas, that's the what we call the LCD. That's for listing method. For continuous division naman, we will find the factors. So 2, 8 divided 2 is 4, 4 divided 2 is 2, and then find another number 2, 4 divided 2 is 2, 2 divided 2 is 1, and then multiply all the numbers on the right side at yung excess sa baba. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 1 equals 8. So parehas lang siya. So it's either or kung ano yung gagamitin yung method as long as makuha natin yung right LCD. Okay? So the LCD is 8. Yan. Yan yung gagamitin nating denominator ngayon. So, ayan. Ayan. So 8 yung ginamit nating denominator. Ayan na siya. Parehas yan. So we have 5, 8 plus 2 and 1/4, denominator niya is 8. So the next step that we need to do, class, is we will divide now the denominator na nakuha natin dun sa denominator na before. So 8 divide 8 equals 1. Ayan. And then 8 divide 4 equals 2. Ayan yung mga sagot na. And then, after we divide, we will multiply the quotient to the numerator. So, numerator ng dalawa, we have 5 and the other one naman is 1. Yan. So, we will just multiply it. 1 times 5 equals 5. Ito yung sagot. And then 2 times 1 equals 2. Ayan. So, magiging sagot is 5, 8 plus 2. Kakapilang natin yung whole number and 2, 8. Diba? So, parehas na siya ngayon ng denominator. Pag parehas na siya, now we can able to add. So, add the numerators and copy the same denominator. So, 5 plus 8, we have 7. And then, we will just copy the denominator kasi parehas na siya. So, copy 8. And then, we will just add the whole number. Dahil wala namang whole number sa kabila, so we will just bring it down to. So the answer is 2 and 7, 8 kilometers. Yan. Ito na yung sagot niya. So pag parehas na yung denominator niya, that's the time we can add. Kapag hindi siya parehas, that's the time we need to find the LCD para magiging parehas yung kanyang denominator. Okay? And then after we find the denominator, we will divide it to the denominator noon, and then we will multiply it to the numerator. That's the answer. Okay? Next, we have another example. And the sum of 8, 9, and 7, 3/4 is. Ayan. So first thing we need to do, again, first get the LCD of 8, 9, and 3/4. So, ang LCD natin is 36. Ayan na siya. And then, divide 36 to the denominator. So, 36 divide 4. And then, multiply by 3, we have 27. Kasi 36 divide 4 is 9 times 3. Ayan, 27. Ito yung sagot. Next one, 36 divide 9 is 4 times 8 equals 32. So we have 32 and 27. Okay? So we will just bring down the number 7 kasi wala naman siyang kasama. So we have 7 here. And then magiging sagot 32 plus 27 is 56. And then the other one is we will just bring down the denominator. We will just copy kasi parehas lang naman siya. So mapapansin nyo class, bakit kaya mas malaki yung numerator sa denominator? So, hindi pa pwede yan. So, we will need to find, kailangan siyang proper fraction. Itong 5936, kailangan mas mababa yung numerator. Kagaya nito. Bakit kaya naging ganyan yan? So, para makuha natin yung, para mapaliit natin siya, 5936, we will just divide, kagasabi dyan, 59 divide 36. So the answer is 1, remainder 23. Kung ano yung remainder, that's gonna be the new number here. And then the whole number, we will add it to the whole number itself. Sige, try natin. 59, ayan, divide 23. Ganito lang yung class. Yan. So 59 divide 23. 36 pala siya. 36 yan. 59 divide 36, we have 1. Ito na yung 1 niya, di ba? Then, 36 times 1, we have 36. Yan. And then, we will subtract. Yan. Equals 23. Yan. So, dahil 23 divide 36 is cannot be, so ito na yung sagot. Itataas mo lang siya. 1 and 23, ayun yung remainder niya. Tapos 36, ayan. So, i-add mo lang siya ngayon. 123.36 plus ito, 7, ayan. So, lang siyang 8. So, 823.36. Ganun lang siya kasimple. Okay? So, next, we have last example. Subtraction naman tayo. 5/7 from 3 and 7/8. Ayan. So, 3 and 7/8 minus 5/7 is equals to n. So, first, ganun pa rin, we will need to find the LCD of 7 and 8. So, the LCD is 56. And then after that, we will divide 56 divide 7. And then times 50 equals 40. And then 56 divide 8 times 7 equals 49. Ayun lang. And then after that, instead of we will add, we will subtract. So 49 minus 40 equals 9. Dahil walang ibang number, so 3 lang siya. And then copy the denominator equals 56. Ganoon lang siya kasimple, class. So 56 divide 8, we have 7. Ito yan. Times 7 equals 49. Tama? So 56 divide 7 times 5 equals 40. Ayan. Pag ano lang siya, pa-L lang siya, divide times, yun ang sagot. And then if you find the answer now, we will just subtract. 49 minus 40 equals 9. And then copy the denominator since parehas na siya. Bring down kasi wala namang ibang number sa kabila. So 3 lang siya. The answer is 3 and 9, 56. This one. So same lang siya. Pagkakaiba lang is we will subtract the numerators. Okay? So let's have more examples here. Okay? Yan. So 1 and 2/3 plus 5 and 1/4. Ayan. So first, we need to find the, turuan ko kayo ng LCD first. Ayan. Ano ba yung LCD ng 4? So mag-listing method tayo. 4 and then 3 yan. Dito step by step natin siyang gagawin. So 4 divide 3, 4 and then 8 plus 4, 12, 15. Ayan. Tapos kabila naman, listing tayo. 3, 6, 9, 12. Ayan. So parehas silang 12. So ang LCD niya is 12. Yan. So dito turuan ko kayo ng medyo maganda-gandang solution. So this one, we have this 12. Ayan. Diyan lang siya sa baba. Next. So we will divide now this number. So 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Ayan. And then 4, the times mo siya doon sa number na yun. 2. Ayan. Plus. Ito pa lang yung first part, ha? Ito pa lang siya. Ayan. Ito pa lang siya. Ayan. The next part naman natin itong kabila. Dito naman siya sa kabila. 12 divide 4. We have 3. Ayan. Times 1. Ito naman siya. Di ba? And then equals. Ayan. So 4 equals natin dito. Ayan. Then 12 ulit tayo. Ayan. So 4 times 2 equals 8. Plus 3 times 1 equals 3. Equals 11 and 12. And then after that, dahil may whole number siya, 5 plus 1, i-add lang natin yan, di ba? So, mag-siyang 6 and 11, 12. Yan. So, ito na yung sagot niya. 6 and 11, 12. Kasi, mas mababa naman yung numerator, so wala tayong ibang gagawin. So, napaka-simple lang, di ba? So, we will just follow this instruction lang and then, ganun lang siya kadali. So, para mas madali nating maintindihan pa, ulitin natin ulit. Okay, we will. Okay. Yung isang example naman. Ayan, kung paano yung pinaka madali din. Yan. So, 12 pa rin yung kanyang, para hindi tayo malito. So, isa-isahin natin ulit. Ayan. Ayan. So, this is 3. Ayan. So, this one, we have 1. And then, yung denominator niya is 12. Tama. Plus, ito naman kabila, 5. Tapos, ito naman denominator niya is 12. Yan. So, para di tayo malito, isa-isahin natin. Yung LCD niya, ayan, ilagay natin dito, 12 divided by 3 times 2. Ayan. Kabila naman, 12 divided by 4 times 1. Ayan. And then kabila, 1 and then 12. So ito yung pinaka step by step talaga niya para at least mas makukuha natin. 12. Ayan. So we need to first 12 divide 3. Ito. We have 4 times, ayan, 2. Naiiwan siya doon. Ito naman. So this is not 12. This should be, tama. 12 divide 4. 12 divide 4. We have 3, and then times 1. Copy mo lang yun. And then next, 1 equals 4 times. Denominator natin muna, 5, and 12, and 12. And then, 4 times 2, we have 8. The other one naman, 3 times 1 is 3. Then now we will add. So 1 plus 5, yung whole number niya, 6. And then 8 plus 3 equals 11. And copy the denominator. Ayan. So mas madali siyang way. 6 and 11, 12. Okay? So let's have another example. So subtraction naman tayo. Ayan. So this one, maghahanap din tayo ulit ng LCD. Yan ang una natin gagawin. Find the LCD. So 8, 16, 24, 32. Skip counting lang yan. Ito naman sa kabila. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Habang wala pang kaparehas, hindi tayo pwedeng tumigil. 24, 27. Ayan. So, una nagparehas is 24. Ayan. So, we will just, ayan. So, 15, ganyan, minus 11. Tapos, ano yung LCD natin? 24. Ayan. 24 yung LCD natin. Ayan. So, first, kagaya ng ginawa natin kanina, 24 divide 3 times 1. Kabila naman, 24 divide, yun dito sa baba, 8 times 5. Ayan. Ito yung 3, ito yung 1, ito yung 8, ito yung 5. Ito naman yung 24. Ginaya lang natin siya, di ba? Equals 15. Okay, 24 divide 3 equals 8 times 1. Then 24. This one minus 11. Ito naman, 24 divide 8. We have 3 times 5. And then 24. Ayan. So next natin, 15. So 8 times 1, we have 8 over 24. Ayan. Minus 11. And if 3 times 5 equals 15. And then 24. Ayan. And then we will subtract. So 8 minus 15 cannot be siya. Tama ba ako? So hindi natin pwedeng i-minus yung 8 and 15. Kasi mas malaki yung 15. So magagawin natin, we will have to do like we will regroup things na. So ito yung tinatawag natin with regrouping. So dahil sa subtraction ng normal subtraction, naghihiram tayo ng isa, di ba? So this one, dito tayo manghihiram sa 15. So magiging na lang siyang 14. And then ang gagawin natin dito, mag-add tayo dito ng, dahil lang we will add 1, we will not add 1 to this number. 8 magiging 9, no. Dahil fraction siya, we will add 24 over 24. Yan. Yan yung 1 niya kasi. Kung ano yung denominator, doblehin nyo lang siya. Then 8 plus 24, we have 32. And then this one, just copy. 24. So magiging na siyang 34 over 24. So we will now subtract this one muna, 14 minus 11, we have 3. And then 32 minus 15, we have 20. 32 minus 15, we have 15 plus, it's going to be 17. Ayan. Sorry, we have 17. And then 24 minus 24, 24, we will just copy the denominator. Yan. Again, kapag parehas yung denominator, we will just copy it. Kapag parehas naman yung numerator natin, kapag parehas rather, we will just subtract the numerator. 32 minus 15, we have 17, and then 24, we will just copy. So the answer is 3 and 17, 24. Okay? So tanda natin class kapag mas malaki yung unang, mas maliit yung nandito sa dito sa unahan compared dito, so manghihiram tayo dun sa whole number niya. And then we will add the two denominators. Kung denominator siya is 24, so 24 over 24. Pag 5, 5 over 5. We will just add by himself. Kasi hindi tayo pwede mag-add ng magkaibang denominator. Okay? So I think that's all. So things to remember, class, in adding fractions in mixed numbers without regrouping, find first the LCD of the denominators, divide the LCD to the denominators, multiply the quotient to the numerator, add both numerators, and copy the same denominator. Add also the whole numbers, reduce the numbers to the lowest term if it's possible. And then in adding fraction in mixed numbers with the regrouping, follow the first 5 steps above. Sundin lang daw to. Then regroup and reduce the answers to the lowest term if it is possible. And then in subtracting fraction in mixed numbers without regrouping, same lang din siya. Isusubtract lang natin yung ating whole yung ating numerators. Okay? And then copy the denominator. And then with regrouping naman, so first find the LCD of the denominators, divide the LCD to the denominators, multiply the quotient to the numbers, regroup one whole number of the minimum and add to the numerators. One whole is always equal to the LCD. Ayan. Subtract both numerators. Ayan. And then copy the same denominator. Always remember, pag parehas ang denominator, we will just copy. Hindi natin siya i-add, hindi natin ito subtract. Okay? And then subtract also the whole numbers and reduce the answer to the lowest term. Okay? If it is possible. Or I think that's all for today. And if you learn from this video, kindly hit like, share, and subscribe, and see you in my next video. Bye.